Hey guys, welcome to the Houck Report where the truth matters. And today I want to talk about the Hillary collusion quid pro quo Uranium One deal. Was this done and were the Clintons bribed to make sure this deal went through, or was it purely pay to play? I'm also going to talk about three very important parts of this investigation regarding the Hillary collusion caper. I did a lot of research in the last couple of days regarding this, and I found out that, and a lot of this has already been reported, but during the Obama administration and under the supervision of Eric Holder, starting about 2009, the FBI started to investigate the Uranium One deal. They uncovered secret Russian efforts to get the deal done by bribery, kickbacks, money laundering, and by extorting Americans. Now just think about that. This is going on, the FBI is aware of it, and this alone should have stopped the deal, and President Obama had the power to do it, and he didn't. So for some reason, they had to get this deal done quickly, but why? Why couldn't they just stop the deal from occurring and wait until the investigation was finished? This is a very important part in this investigation that needs to be uncovered. Now, the House Intelligence Committee Chairman Representative Mike Rogers, all right, was never informed of this investigation. All right, so he ran the House Intelligence Committee. So why was he not informed that this was going on? You know why? Because number one, he was a Republican, and number two, he would have never approved it. They would have put a stop to this just because of all the corruption, all the criminality that was going on during this investigation that the FBI was aware of. Okay, so you got to remember, Robert Mueller was the director of the FBI during this investigation, and Comey towards the end of the investigation. Now, the U.S. Attorney Rosenstein supervised that investigation, and he is now Trump's Deputy Attorney General, who appointed Mueller, who is very well aware of the Uranium One deal investigation, to head the Special Counsel on Russian collusion. Does something smell to you? It does to me. Why would Rosenstein go ahead and appoint Mueller when they were both involved in the Hillary collusion caper that I'm calling this? That's pretty interesting. Hopefully, in the future, we're going to be able to find out. Now, is that a conflict of interest? Now, listen, I'm not doubting the integrity of Mr. Mueller. He's got a great background, and he's a Marine like me. So, I don't doubt his integrity at all. But I think that this whole thing smells, all right? And that I think he should recuse himself from the Russian investigation if any impropriety is uncovered in the FBI Uranium One investigation. So, in other words, when Congress starts to take a look at this, and if they see some things that they're not happy with regarding their investigation that the FBI conducted with the Attorney General's office, then he needs to recuse himself. And I hope he does. So when these hearings begin, I hope that we'll be able to uncover some of this stuff. Listen, there was something wrong letting this deal go through. And I think we require a new special prosecutor to be appointed by Sessions, not Rosenstein, because he's involved in that also. So we need a new special prosecutor. And Sessions had said he would look into it when he testified in front of Congress the other day. So I'm hoping that Sessions will start a new investigation on this Hillary collusion caper. Listen, we also need to look at President Obama's foundation, since he was president at the time and he approved this deal. So did, any Russian money that went into the Clinton Foundation go to President Obama's foundation? This is creating a lot of questions, and more people are thinking Washington is a swamp, and hopefully we're going to get to the bottom of this. So that is basically the first part. Part two, and listen, let's remember, right? Putin is not a friend. He's not freely elected. He's a dictator, and his hands are in every major deal that occurs in the country. All right, so let's not forget that, all right? So now what happens in late March of 2010, Hillary returns from an official trip to Moscow where she met with Putin and his puppet, Medvedev. All right, now that was an official trip. There was nothing wrong with that trip. But what happens is, as soon as Hillary returns, Bill gets a $500,000 offer to speak in Russia. Now, that $500,000 offer came from a Russian bank called Renaissance Capital. Now, they have ties to the Kremlin, Putin, and gave the deal a good investment rating at the same time the U.S. was considering approval of the deal. Of course, when Hillary was Secretary of State. Now, when Bill Clinton was in Russia, one of his goals was also to meet with Russian oligarchs, who are also buddies of Mr. Putin, and other businesses to get help for a Clinton relative with investments. Now, the Russians are such nice guys. This bank was such a great bank. And they thought Bill Clinton was such a great guy that they just want to go ahead and give him $500,000 for nothing. In the midst of this deal going on? Come on. Listen, I might have been born at night, but not last freaking night, okay? The Russians wanted something from Bill Clinton. They wanted something from Hillary, who was Secretary of State. Now, what else happens in 2010? During the same time this is all going on, 9 shareholders of the Uranium One company donate $145 million to Clinton Foundation. And they weren't declared by the foundation and hidden. Why weren't they declared? Well, actually, they don't have to declare it because apparently the foundation's up in Canada, and you don't have to declare who your donors are. Now, what's really important here is The Hill has been covering this. You know, you can go to thehill.com, and they've been reporting this pretty extensively. And they reported that based on both eyewitnesses' accounts and documents, that federal agents found evidence indicating Russian nuclear officials routed millions of dollars to the United States designed to benefit Bill Clinton's charitable foundation when Hillary was Secretary of State. And she served on the government body that provided a favorable decision to Moscow on this. Now, also, recovered Hillary Clinton official emails revealed that extensive connections were found between Hillary, the Clinton Foundation, and donors during her time as Secretary of State. Boy, if that ain't a red flag, nothing is, right? We have a problem. There's definitely a problem here. There is smoke in this investigation. There is. Okay, guys, that's the first 2 parts. I'll give you the third part tomorrow or the day after, which I think is the most important part of it. And we'll see where we go. All right, so thanks for watching. See you again until next time. Don't pick up any wooden nickels, and that's it for the Houck Report. Bye-bye.